And so a few years ago at Robertsdale, we started something that we called a prayer walk. And so what we would do is get together on a Saturday morning and we would pray about our community and those that lived in it. And then we would divide up into pairs of two and go house to house to house. And so we would go to a door and basically it would be like this. Hey, my name is Andrew. We're from the Robertsdale Church of Christ. And we are so glad that you're in our community. But one of the things that we were wanting to do today is just to see if there's anything that we could pray for you or maybe your family. And one of the things that we have seen is that this method has been so impactful and it's really worked. It's because usually when you open up the door to somebody, what happens is you're expecting somebody to sell you something or try to convince you of something. And sometimes you just leave frustrated or mad. But this method really seemed to work and it kind of broke down any barriers that there would have been. And so this method worked for us. Not that it's a perfect way, but for us, it seemed to work. And one of the things that we have noticed is just keeping it short, keeping it simple, and keeping it sweet is what people tend to like. In fact, just asking for prayer ended up opening the door for further conversation. Like this person and other people, some were emotional, some were asking to pray for family, some got into their spiritual condition. And so it was actually an open door to talk about other things that we weren't even, planning to get to talk about. Prayer is an awesome open door to connect with people. And so this is something that worked with us. So I would tell you, if you want to do something like that, a prayer walk, to keep it short, to keep it sweet. Another thing that I would tell you is to get just like a simple pamphlet. If you have a person at your church that's really good with graphics, whenever you go to that door and you ask them if you can pray for them, when you get ready to leave, you say, hey, here's some information about the church. We would love to have you and your family. And if you see that they have kids, tell them a little bit about the ministries that you have, but don't stay long and then leave. And so I remember that one of the houses we left one of these pamphlets at, we got on Facebook a few hours later, and we noticed that there was a post that had been shared with that exact pamphlet on it. And this lady posted on Facebook, y'all won't believe what happened to me today. These people came up to my door, and all they did was ask if they could pray for me. They didn't try to sell me anything. They didn't try to convince me of anything. They just loved me and prayed for me. She said, wow, how simple, but how neat. And so that ended up getting all these shares, and all these people were asking where this church was and who this was, all because of simply asking for prayer. And so I just want to share with you guys something that we did at Robertsdale. And again, not saying it's the perfect way, but it's something that has worked for us. And so whatever it is that you choose to do, we pray that God will open up a lot of doors for you, and that this prayer walk or the knocking of doors, however you choose to do it, it'll be a blessing to your community.